Hey guys, I'm here with Shaun today for a battle report. It's 800 points. It's a weekend, so we can, not rush through things so quickly as well. It's kind of a pseudo training mission only because both of us eventually brought rebels. This is the list that I played with Turfeng the other day, with just a few minor tweaks here and there. I just want to get familiar with them. I'll just run you guys through the list now. Right, to start off the force we have Jean Erso. She has almost a full kit here. She's got duck and cover, recon intel to give that early up the table movement, A180 rifle config, and improvised orders that gives me a bit of that control. Together with her, sticking to the Rogue One theme, we have the Rebel Pathfinders, also fairly upgraded as well, with Bistan, recon intel, duck and cover, and also that E300 long range config. So depending on what Shaun brings, my list will tend to be a bit more shooty, I guess, compared to his long range. We've got Carson, who is going to swap his rank to an operative. He has offensive push, situational awareness, recon intel, and also that sniper config. Coming along with him is his good buddy K2SO with Jin's rifle. We've got Tauntauns, because I've got PTSD with them. They do come with tenacity, an ATRT with the rotary blaster, and then my core unit, 3 units of rebel troopers, 1 with the Z6, and 2 units of commandos, 2 snipers. And that summarizes my list.
Okay, so for today's game with Raymond, again, it's going to also be a force led by ladies. So I think starting off with Commander, we have Leia. Leia is just, she has no upgrades on her. Then we have Sabine as the operative. Taking advantage of the recent point drops, we are kitting her out fully with the Dark Saber, E-Stims, Tenacity, and Recon Intel. We have R2-D2 as well as another operative. He went up 10 points, but we could still fit him, so we will just use him. He should be just as good as usual. Moving over to the left, we have 3 squads of snipers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just point fillers to pad out the activations. They are just as good as ever. Nothing changed about them. Moving over to the core unit selection, around the back left, we have actually 2 units of regular rebel troopers. This time, trying out the DLT-20A because I've heard it's quite good. So we'll see how that performs. Over to the right side, we have also 2 squads of rebel veterans with the heavy weapon, the CMO-93 trooper. They both have situational awareness, so hopefully taking advantage of their free dodges when issued with orders. The CMO-93 went up to range 4, so that's something good.
Wow.
I think they went down by a couple of points as well. The unit.
I think emplacements.
So the Mark II medium blasters are emplacement troopers. They're counted as separate units. They are detachment, if you're familiar with that. So they actually deploy and move separately and activate separately from the main unit. They kind of went up to 4 wounds instead of 3. So not too bad. We'll see how they perform.
Thank you. This wonderful terrain has been created by Shaun. Shaun, why don't you walk us through, I guess, the creation of this table, maybe what each of these pieces.
Yeah, sure. This is actually the first table I created for Legion. It's mostly Imperial terrain buildings, together with, I think, Gale Force 9 pre-painted rock formations.
Yep.
And I think some random crater files that I got off the internet. It could be printable scenery, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, for the buildings, they were first primed black, and then a coat of foreground base render compound was put on them to get the stippling kind of like rocky effect.
Yeah.
And it worked really well. And then I just mainly airbrush the shades over them, colors over them. Pretty
Very
quick job.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, the craters, I think they were just like PVA, some sand, and then that's the texture. Airbrushed again, quick wash, done.
Yeah, it does look neat though.
Yeah, I think the barricades were the most annoying thing to paint. Yeah, honestly. Just having to like shade weather, detail. Yeah.
They're functioning. They're
Yeah.
gonna function.
Yeah, that's the table.
So for today's game, do you want to let us know which is hard, which is soft?
Yeah, so I think generally for this terrain, we
Mm.
like to consider the man-made buildings like heavy cover,
Mm.
and then the rock formations as light cover.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course the craters will just be area terrain that provide light cover if you're inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we've just done the flip off. This is Shaun's deck because he's at 795, is it?
795.
And I'm at 796. God damn it! We have recovered the supplies, major offensive, in hostile environment. So here we go. All right. We've just deployed. This is the battlefield. Oops. Shaun is just fidgeting.
Yeah, because I need Cassian's annoying. I don't want to give Cassian a free shot at R2.
Okay. So I'll just go through my deployment on my right hand side. I have deployed K2SO right at the front. I've got a unit of rebels with the Z6 on the end. I do have to be mindful that it's hostile environment, so got to get them into cover later. There is a unit of snipers there. There is another unit of rebels vanilla. Jin Erso is here. I didn't really use her recon intel, so it's kind of a waste because this makes sure that she's out of line sight of most things. I've got the 80 RT here, and we've got Casinendo here, just watching down this really nice corridor. So if Shaun, cooperates and moves his units down there, we'll take pot shots. There's another sniper here, and then my tauntauns are just here at the corner, and another unit of rebels. And these guys have infiltrated up the pathfinders because there's an objective here, there's an objective in the middle, and because Shaun's got some stuff on the right. So we'll just go over to Shaun's table side.
Okay, so for the other rebels deployment, we have got a sniper on the ridge over here, another sniper hiding behind this, covering this fire lane, another sniper covering the center, and then we have 2 units of rebel troopers with the DLTs right here. We've got Leia hiding in the back. We've got 2 rebel vet units. Kind of deployed the orange guys wrongly because the now Mark II blaster is kind of facing the rock. Sabine is recon intel up, and R2 is just hiding here. And I don't actually know whether he can make it all the way across to the other deployment zone because I haven't tried this deployment yet. But yeah, we'll see.
So I actually deployed the tauntauns as goalkeepers in the event that R2 actually runs into my deployment zone, because this mission we have recovered the supplies, so R2 could very well be the tiebreaker for Shaun, at least, not for me.
Yep,
Alright, let's go into the first round. Flipping off. Whee! Standing orders. Why am I not surprised? Coordinated bombardment, go. I'm going to choose 1 unit, then we'll be back. So, Leia?
So Leia did coordinated bombardment.
Yep.
She's a bit rusty, obviously, because she didn't get the coordinates right and bombarded the snipers, but they managed to block everything
With an aim.
with it. Yeah. She fluffed the first 2 red dice, which is weird. Then she took 2 units, 2 men off the Z6 unit.
Yep.
And
Oops, sorry, the Z6 unit should be here.
yeah, but that's fine. And then she failed to do anything on Jin because Jin blocked the 1 hit.
Yes, but she did take an additional suppression in order to get the extra block.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I then pulled a heavy and then moved up the tauntauns from the right flank, further up right flank, because I'm looking for that R2. Where are you?
That's actually a support, not a heavy, but
Oh, sorry. Support.
activated the Mark II blaster to turn and fire on the tauntauns, dealing 2 surge, so 2 surge became 2 crits, which dealt 1 wound.
1 wound, and then I went ahead and activated my ATRT that has token assigned to it. Went and shot his rotary cannon. Did no wounds, but suppression. What did you do? Yep.
So we activated this group of rebel bats. They decided to aim and shoot at the tauntauns, and instead of moving to get out of line of sight, because while they have maximum firepower available, might as well do that. And then they dealt 2 wounds to the tauntauns.
Yeah, that was really good round shooting. I then activated my sniper from the back, opened fire on that unit that shot the tauntaun. Did nothing because they missed, even with an aim. So this sniper?
Yep, so this sniper opened fire the taunts, decided to reroll one hit because it wasn't punching through anyway, and it rolled into blanks.
Oh dear. And then on my turn, I then pull from the back, and this time I got the Pathfinders. They moved up, ignoring the objective, in order to open fire on that unit. What's that unit called?
The Mark II.
The Mark II next to Sabine, which has been promptly removed. Yay! First blood.
Double move to prep for turn 2 on the objective.
To cap your objective, and on my side, I moved my rebel troopers from just behind this rocky outcrop in front to cap this objective next turn.
Okay, so now the sniper just moved out of Cassian's line of sight for fear of getting shot.
And on my turn, I actually pulled the Jin's token out of the back, and I just moved her up from behind this house up here, basically trying to hold the middle ground and hopefully threaten somebody as they move up.
Okay, so this group of veterans decided to activate, and instead of going for the objective, they decided to try to take down the Tauntauns and a bit of the Pathfinders.
Yep.
They got a good run, dealing, I think, 3 wounds to the Tauntauns?
Yes.
And
eliminating 1 Tauntaun.
Yep, and then 2 wounds to the Pathfinders.
Yep. Pathfinders are properly suppressed there. And on my side, I pulled from the back a core unit, which then was sitting here. I just moved them right up there. Up from that rocky outcrop next to Sabine, and I activated K2SO from the PAL, and he just moved up from right here, up there, touching that objective, staring down the rebels and going, come at me, bruh.
Sabine just double moved to cover.
Alright. And on my side, I pulled, actually I pulled another token from the back, but then I used, what's her ability?
Improvised orders.
Improvised orders to get Cassian to then activate, and then I shot off that sniper just behind R2D2. Hopefully eliminating some sniper domination Shaun has on me now.
To prep for next turn.
And then on my side, I pulled the core token and then moved my unit of core with the Z6 right here. Took the standby token just in case somebody tries to come out here.
Anything?
They shot at my snipers though, and then what happened?
Then no aim, so roll blanks. I mean, what's normal?
Sorry, I'm just rubbing it in. And then my snipers activated, took an aim token and then shot that sniper in the open and killed the guy.
Not open, heavy cover.
Heavy cover, sorry. Yeah. Flipping off. Fling! Rebellious. Legacy of Mandalore. 1 pip, I go first. I put it on Jin Erso, and she gains charge.
Mine.
So this turn, I managed to get the first activation. Jin Erso from this barricade here just advance and charge Sabine Wren with Rebellious. Because of that, funnily enough, I did 2 wounds.
Roll blanks on the saves, what the hell?
And it is suppressive as well.
So dumb.
And on Shaun's turn,
I just moved the sniper because he wasn't going to do anything.
That's right. And on my turn, I then pulled a core token. I then activated the core right here, picked up the token, and then moved right here. Because they're fairly far away from the combat, they should be safe from suppression, I hope.
So Rebel Vets moved Finders, but only did 1 crit, which of course they saved.
Danger sense, you could call them. This guy,
it's not danger sense that saved you, it's the freaking bad roll.
And then I pulled this token out from the bag for the snipers. Took a shot at the heavy gunner there. Did nothing. That heavy gunner has a very, miraculous life.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So the veterans decided to risk it, move forward, push the guys up to get some cover, and unload it onto the Pathfinders. Lucky shot though. I mean, they rolled blanks on their save, so
yeah. No saves, ridiculous.
Yeah.
0. And I had 3
danger sense.
7
dice.
7 dice, not a single save. Sheesh. Yeah. Well, anyways, I then pulled out the heavy token. Sorry, not the heavy, the support token. ATRT then took aim and then shot at this. What is this unit called anyway?
Mark II.
The Mark II, and did 1 wound and 1 more suppression. So that Mark II is on 2 suppression tokens. Leia.
Anyway, Leia just double moved to be closer to her troops.
Cool, and then I activated from the PAL. I picked up K2SO, picked up the token and moved him back. He is now dangerous. I pulled Cassian from the stack, activated this guy. He went off and shot the Mark II right behind that pillar there. Did 1 wound.
Okay, so this group of rebel troopers just picked up the objective.
Yep.
Happened to find K2 in their sights at range 3 and then just unloaded into him. I think dealing 2 crits after everything.
Yep.
And 2 wounds on
2 wounds.
K2. Yeah.
Oh, and K2 has to take suppression as well.
Yes.
So we'll just put that.
Okay, Sabine activated. She took a rebellious hit to the face from Jin, which did no damage, thankfully. And then she hit back, dealing 4 wounds to Jin.
Sheesh. She's almost dying. Jin can't fight Sabine, not with Mandalorian armor. And on my side, I then moved up my Tauntaun from the rocky outcrop here, charged this unit of orange guys and that unit of beige veterans. Did 2 wounds on the unit of the orange unit.
Yep.
Yay.
Moved.
Alright, nothing much, just
Yep.
doing BB boop boop. I then pulled the core token, moved this unit up, open fire on that Lucky Charm guy. He lived through it again! Oh, your go?
Yep, so the lucky Mark II blaster went. Also, luckily rallied 2 out of the 3 suppression. Took a shot without aiming at the ATRT and got 2 crits through.
What the heck, man? And then my turn, I activated what do you call this? Spec Ops.
Yep.
He then moved 1 here and then opened fire on Mr. Lucky there. Did 1 wound.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Just picked up the box and then moved to cover.
All right, and on my turn, on my right flank, I picked up the core token. Just walked really far up there, hoping to capture that next turn.
Just showed themselves and fired on the naked rebel trooper looking to capture the box and just killed 2.
Yikes, that's not good. Now they've got 2 suppression. That puts me at a severe disadvantage when they activate. Alright, round 3. Whee! Trust goes both ways. And explosions. So Shaun will go first and then we'll come back later.
Did an attack without aims on Jin, managed to finish off the last 2 wounds, and then she dropped her 2 mines to hit this unit twice and the back unit once.
Yep.
Unfortunately doing no damage.
Thank God. Did a lot of suppression on this unit, actually had 4, and then what happened was I activated this unit because they had a token on them. Managed to remove 2 suppression. This guy was within range 3 of this new commander now, which is, what's his name? Cassian Andor, allowing me to still take 1 action. The unit leader then picked up the box, which was right in front, and just swung it around. So that's mine.
He went and electro shot K2, I think for 1 wound only.
But all that did was to empower K2 to shoot him back and then withdraw
Run
with
away.
the objective. So now he's just meeting up with the rest of his boys. The Mark II shot us.
The Mark II shot ATRT for 1 more wound.
Yep. And in response, the sniper said, "No more," and killed off the Mark II.
And took a 3 dice shot at the 2 guys holding onto the box and wiped the squad.
That's right, they died. And then we've got, I then pulled this commander token out, and he opened fire on, where is that sniper? Yeah, behind this barricade
Yeah,
here.
he was here.
Yep, bloop, and he's dead. Dead. So at least I removed 1 activation from you.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so this unit of 5 veterans, they meleeed the Tauntauns for I think what, 2 wounds?
You did, yeah, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
And in response, I activated Tauntaun, pulling it out of the bag, and then wiped out the unit of
The
orange
other, yeah.
guys. So yeah, good trade for me.
Tried to take a pot shot at the Z6 to pick the Z6 off, but roll blanks.
Fail. And then this rebel unit here moved actually back up, holding the objective. I wanted to still affect the battle a little, so maybe a risky move, but that's what they did.
Dodge.
Back to where it all started. And then I drew this support token from the pile, and then I open fire on that trooper unit here at the back, dealing 1 wound and 1 suppression.
Troopers failed to rally, so they took one non-aim shot at the ATRT, looking for crits. I mean, they got a huge dice pool,
Yep.
but no crits. Well, 1 crit, 1 surge to crit.
Yep.
That's it.
And now it's damaged. So every time that I activate, I have to take a pseudo rally. And then on my turn, I picked up the core token. They moved up and they couldn't capture it because they were like 2 cm away from the objective. That's it.
Snipers killing 1, not
Yep.
quite enough.
Which is pretty good. And then my round, I return. I then took this sniper and opened fire back on that unit because that's the only unit that it can see from here. The sniper can see from here. And then killed 1 guy and put a suppression on you. That's the end of round 3. We'll go to round 4 now. Alright, let's go. Flipping. Turning the tide.
No time for sorrows.
Oh, is that 2 peep?
Yes, 2.
2 peep, 2 peep. Now who rolls off?
Round 4.
Round 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. You roll off.
Alright, red die. I need a logo. Mama needs a logo. Yay! You
Yep,
got it.
You got it.
Let's go. Alright, so you just want to walk us through what happened here?
Yeah, so Leia played No Time for Sorrows, giving the orders to R2 and Sabine, and they both moved a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sabine's moving up towards my lines.
Yep.
Top of round 4, I activated the Tauntaun who had a token on him, took out 4 veterans,
Yep.
and still has an aim token, oddly enough. And then you went next.
Sabine went into K2 and took off, what, 1 more wound?
1 more wound.
Yeah, so he's on 1 left.
He basically just survived on 1. Good K2. Moves, breaks away from combat, moves right back, and then hands the turn over to you.
And then the rebel troopers failed to rally again,
Yep.
but managed to shoot with their DLT and pick off the sniper.
Yep, the sniper was right here as well. Damn it! My rebel troopers went up, picked up the box. Actually, they were already on the box. Picked it up, moved back, and then handed activation over to Shaun.
Yep, and these troopers with the DLT shot the unit leader because they could only see the unit leader.
Yep.
Made him drop the box.
Yep.
And put 3 shots into ATRT with no crits, so nothing happened.
Yippee. And then after that, I activated Kisinendo because I pulled this out from the bag. Took an aim, but he didn't really need it because just with 1 shot, he killed off that last sniper behind that barricade. Pew!
Removed the suppression, gave them dodges, herself and them, and then moved up.
It's a really dodgy turn for her. And in my round, I actually took the snipers from up here, moved down this little rocky outcrop, popped them down here. Again, still watching down this corridor, but still threatening anybody if they come up my flank, I hope.
Climbed down with his full activation.
And in my activation, I then activated the ATRT, opening fire on that unit of rebels right there, eliminating only 1 guy.
Even with the aim, he failed to roll a hit.
And on my side, this unit of rebel troopers moved up from that corner, open fire on Sabine, only dealing her 1 suppression. Go.
Okay, so R2 on the last activation, he moved 1 and then repaired himself.
Yep. Volunteer mission. Why is your push so strange?
That's the
looking?
limited.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do Cassian and 2 troopers.
Sabine went first. She did Gunslinger without aim, managed to take out 1 rebel trooper and K2.
Yep. And then in my turn, that only rebel trooper that was left, the captain here, just burned his entire activation to move away from Sabine. There you go.
Yep,
Solo.
so Leia from over here, she inspired them, removing 1 suppression, gave them dodges, and then moved up 1 to here.
And then I activated my Tauntaun Raiders, killing off the last veteran there, and then moved up here, displacing Leia, and that's how she ended up very close to the ATRT, which will then open fire on her.
No, she's out of arc. Rebel troopers here, they took a pot shot at the ATRT, doing 3 crits.
Kapow!
And killing it before running away behind the building.
What scum and villainy is this? Indeed.
Tactics.
And in my turn, I activated the snipers here from this side, moved them up, and took a pot shot at Sabine, only dealing her 1 suppression.
Okay, troopers couldn't clear suppression again, so they just moved that one.
Yep, very brave men. And then on the right flank, my troopers opened fire on Sabine, dealing her 1 wound. Can't complain.
Yep, we just
And in my learning, I've just learned that when I play volunteer mission, I should immediately flip it into the pistol config to use this volunteer mission to basically give me the recover action. Cassian then moved from this spot up here and just glancing down that area.
Okay, so last activation, R2 just double moved into the deployment zone and scored secret mission, which he will get if he survives the turn, the game.
Okay. All right.
My worry is Sabine cannot clear suppression.
Round 6. Crack shot. What's yours?
Somebody's gotta save our skins.
All right. So I go first. Let's go. First, he moved up from this corner hit to here and opened fire on Sabine with 2 aims. He managed to score 2 crits, but she blocked both. That Mandalorian armor. And your turn, Shaun?
And then the snipers tried to shoot the standby of Cassian, but failed with blanks.
That's right. So Gunslinger is still on. I mean, not Gunslinger. My ability is still on. Shaun moved it twice and then charged Sabine, or rammed Sabine, Relentless. And unfortunately, Sabine is limping away on
1 wound left.
1 more wound. You're kidding me. Here?
Yep, and now the rebel troopers took a pot shot at range 4 on the last guy and failed to connect.
Yeah. So the snipers took pot shot at R2, dealing him 1 damage, and R2 activated.
He came over to the right and zapped the last rebel trooper.
What did he do to you? So I was just about to activate my troops when I realized that I have probably the only way I can even consider drawing this game earlier was to maybe shoot off R2. But then R2, even if he dies, Shaun has 2 objectives, right? One here.
One here, one here.
And 1 here. So I only have 1 objective, and that would be 2 to 1. The win would go to Rebels!
Of course,
GG.
everybody's a winner with rebels.
Oh, that was a good game though.
Yeah, yeah.
Very long.
Yeah. It's actually quite bloody.
Yeah,
Fairly bloody game. Yeah, like you see how far the boxes moved.
indeed.
Yeah.
Stupid R2.
Yeah, literally the box moved from here to here and the center box moved from like here to there.
And I think with R2, he's definitely a very, very strong piece. Very strong
Yeah,
piece.
yeah. He came in clutch.
Yeah.
The last kill.
Hmm.
Actually, did he kill? No, he dealt a wound on K2 and then he dealt a wound on the last rebel trooper.
If he did not destroy this Rebel Trooper,
Yep.
I would have been
Draw.
able to draw.
Yeah.
So
Potentially draw if he killed R2.
yeah, because what I'll do is I'll grab this with that last trooper, probably open fire on him, and then get that unit of Rebel Troopers there to come up. He has line of sight. You'll still get cover, but he's the only unit I can shoot. So
Yeah.
probably maybe be able to kill him.
Maybe.
If I don't kill him, then you win.
Yep.
Yeah. R2, everybody, go buy them.